Good morning to one and all present here. With the new day comes new strength and new thought. Today is one such great day that gives tremendous strength and vibrant thoughts. Here we are for the inauguration function of 6 days AICTE sponsored STTP on Assessment in Engineering Education, a pedagogical approach organized by Department of Mechanical Engineering. On behalf of VELAMMAL Institute of Technology, Department of Mechanical Engineering, we extend our wholehearted welcome to have the presence of our chairman, Sir, Sri M. V. Muthuramalingam, along with our director, Sir, Sri M. V. M. Sasikumar, our advisors, Sri M. Vasu and Sri K. Razak, our beloved principal, Dr. S. Soundararajan, Sir, our head of the department, Professor S. Kaliappan, faculties, HODs from other departments. It's my immense pleasure to invite all faculties, HODs, principals, and dean from various institutions in our country. Welcoming is a gesture which comes with the nature in our Indian culture. May I now request our HOD sir, Professor S. Kaliappan, to welcome the gathering.
Morning to one and all present here. It's my immense pleasure to welcome all the participants today for the 6 days virtual AICT sponsored STP. I welcome all the eminent speakers and professors from all over the country with the different destinations, which includes faculties, HODs, deans, and principals, that you have been here to share your knowledge and vast experience within education community. This is the first virtual new norm and AICT sponsored STTP, which is completely conducted on a digital platform in line with the social distancing norms due to COVID-19 pandemic from mechanical department. Our goal is to bring people from professors community together to enable the minds of faculty to think beyond the scope of syllabus that caters research mind for the development of the individual aspect and global scenario in education. It will be first of this kind of program designed to improve quality criteria of assessment in engineering education. We want to provoke discussion about the design of various assessment that are constructively aligned with the course objectives and activities. The program stresses more on how to apply the quality criteria with respect to validity, reliability, and transparency for construction of assessment and assessment items. Other outcomes like analyzing the assessment output and results, assessment the quality of assessment, and make decisions about students' grades accordingly. Your experience and knowledge will definitely help the participants in successful implementation of assessment in their curriculum. The program will be useful for all the educators involved in enhancing the quality of higher education. Thank you to all.
Thank you, sir, for your warm welcome. Now, I would like to call Professor Madhu to talk about our college and department.
Thank you. A very good morning to all the dignitaries. VELAMMAL Institute of Technology is a brainchild of our Honorable Chairman, His Excellency Thiru M. V. Muthuramalingam, started in the year 2008 and is nurtured by our beloved director, Sri M. V. M. Sasikumar, with a vision to be a leader in quality technical education, research, and enterprising skills in pursuit of professional excellence. With the help of all our stakeholders, our college was accredited by National Board of Accreditation for all the programs and also by National Assessment and Accreditation Council. Now, we're coming to our infrastructure. During the academic years 2018-19 and 19-20, additional labs and infrastructures were created at a cost of ₹6 crores. Our college has also established a separate R&D center to provide a conducive environment to pursue research for both the students and staff members. Our institute, VELAMMAL Institute of Technology in Tiruvallur, is prominent in its effort to create a business incubator to foster entrepreneurship on the campus and in the community to enhance learning, internships, and job opportunities for students. Now, when it comes to our academic results, we are very proud to say that with the hard work of all our students and staff members, our institution remains as one of the top list of 490 odd engineering colleges affiliated to Anna University. Our college achieved second place for the academic performance in the entire state of Tamil Nadu during the year 2017 and 18. Our institution has been consistently maintaining one among the top 10 institutions in Anna University right from its inception. Now, coming to our 8th batch of engineering students, we again gave a big benchmark in the history of VELAMMAL Institute of Technology. Our students have achieved an incredible overall result of 95%, with 7.8% of the students securing first class with distinction and 86.12% of students securing first class with 20 spectacular university ranks. Now, when it comes to placement, we have a great strike rate of nearly 90% students placed among the 2016-20 batch, many in core as well as in software industry. Consistently, we have provided a placement in excess of 88% since 2012. Now, coming to our Department of Mechanical Engineering, it is one of the largest department in VELAMMAL Institute of Technology, which has been a key part of the institute since its formation. Our vision of the department is to create technically qualified mechanical engineers to meet the demands of industry and also to fulfill the society needs by research and entrepreneurship through innovative ideas. Now, currently, the department offers UG program with a total strength of around 279. The department consistently attracts some of the best students of the country as its undergraduate who may choose from mechanical engineering and mechatronics engineering. The department has a vibrant research culture. R&D cell is an integral part of the academic activities of our institution. Now, being a favorite destination for undergraduate students, the Mechanical Engineering Department at VELAMMAL Institute of Technology aspires to transform the lives of young budding engineers through their innovative ideas to contribute for research at academic level by presenting, publishing papers, patents in the conferences and journals as well. Now, coming to our biggest strength is the teacher-student ratio, which is better than what the AICTE have prescribed in 1:16. We have great research labs, around 2 specifically for research-oriented purpose. We have a total number of publication of journals around 200 for the past 2 years. Total number of publications in conference and symposium by our students is 180. Now, average number of citations for paper is 2. Average journal publication per year is 20. Number of patents is 10, among which 5 international patents are there. Then we have a good sponsored research and consultancy project fund worth 30 lakhs in our college, around 3 crores for the entire institution. And having said that, this AICTE program, this Sttp itself is funded from AICTE. So, in fact, I have only limited time to highlight about the achievements which our department as well as institution have scored. And I don't want to consume more time in, because if I read it, the accolades which the students have achieved, as well the staff members have achieved for the past 4 or 5 years, I think I'll be consuming time. With this note, I wish all the participants a very good luck for the entire session. And also, I'd like to thank our department HOD as well as our principal for giving an opportunity to highlight about our institutional features. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir, for your brief introduction about college and department. Now, I would like to call Professor M.D. Rajkamal to elaborate about the objectives of STTP.
Thank you. Good morning to one and all. So, once again, I welcome you for your wonderful STTP. Now we are going to see the overview of STTP. So, assessment is considered as the most important role in steering the learning process. However, we cannot find out the one particular methodology as the best assessment method for a course. Assessment plans helps in selecting the right testing method and decide the relative weight for each assessment for the final result of a course. This also helps to ensure that the assessment addresses the intended learning outcomes, which make an assessment plan a helpful tool for the examiner and an important instrument for quality assurance. An assessment matrix is designed to ensure that all the selecting learning objectives are covered in this assessment, which helps to make the certain the assessment will be both valid and reliable. This is done by using different methods to certain the cutoff course by using rubrics. The participants will put forward to apply the quality criteria for the construction of assessment and assessment items to improve the quality of assessments and education with a huge impact on the future education and career of the students. The participant will find the answer for the following question. The first one, on which aspect did the student perform well and where did he fail? And the second one, if the good student fails on certain questions, what does this say about the question or about teaching? The third one, we may need to decide how fix the errors or unaccepted situation and think about how which affect the students' grades. And the fourth, what are the things to consider when performing an exam or item analysis? And fifth, what do you look for? And the final one, how to draw the conclusion and make plan for the future improvements. During this course, the participants will guide through the different phases of preparing, creating, and evaluating the assessment through the constructional videos, interviews, animations, checklists. In addition to this, there will be a course activities such as assessments, discussion, promotes, etc. So, and then by participating in this XTP, we will find the answer for the following questions also. What is the role of the assessment? How you could select the right method for the assessment for your course? And what is the helps you in the construction of the assessment? Is it possible to make an absolute, reliable, and valid assessment? How can you formulate a good assessment questions have an impact on that? And what is the role of feedback? How can we rubrics help with providing feedback? And what are the things to consider when performing an exam or item analysis? And what except should you look for out? And how could you draw the conclusion for then an exam analysis and make the plan for the future improvements? If good students fails in a certain questions, and what does they say about the question or about the teaching? So that's all, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your briefing about STTP. Now I request our Honorable Principal, Dr. S. Soundarajan, sir, to render the presidential address. Please, sir.
So, very good morning to everyone present here. It's indeed a pleasure for me to address on this beautiful occasion on today's STTP program in assessment in engineering education, a pedagogical approach. On behalf of our management and along with our faculty fraternity, I wholeheartedly welcome all the registered participants who have registered voluntarily themselves to learn new skills and to upgrade them, to upgrade your teaching methodology as well as your technical skills by using through this STTP. I wholeheartedly welcome you all on behalf of our institution. And again, it's indeed a pleasure for me to welcome Dr. B.S. Pabla, professor from NITTR Chandigarh, for his kind acceptance and with his vast experience, we could learn a lot of things to upgrade our teaching skills as well as our innovative techniques in classroom sessions as well as to the student community. Thank you, Professor, for your kind acceptance and thanks for your time sharing with us today. In general, the term assessment means it's nothing but it's a kind of tool that what way we can analyze the strength of the learning activity which happened in classroom session as well as with the student community. In general, if you take a simple assessment, what we are doing, the purpose of assessment is to measure the outcome what we achieved actually. For example, if you consider the internal assessments, what we are doing in our college or the university assessment, the purpose of this assessment is to measure what actually a student learned and what was taught in the related to the subject and what way he understood and what he delivered and finally what he achieved. As rightly pointed out in the Rajkamal about the objective of this STTP, each and every assessment needs to measure an outcome. That's what even AICT also insisted that every institute has to go for the accreditation, and the present accreditation scenario focuses on outcome-based education. At this note, I'm also happy to convey our wholehearted thanks to AICTE for sanctioning this STTP on such a beautiful topic, assessment in engineering as well as using the pedagogical approach. Thanks to AICTE for the kind acceptance and for the kind support to us. And today, along with the assessment, if we are talking about the pedagogical approach, we know that the role of pedagogical approach is to provide the interactive learning, as well as it also focuses the teaching with models, the kind of elements that we are using in our classroom sessions, as well as the case study related things, and the role play kind of techniques, as well as the kind of media tools that we are using, either the PowerPoint presentation or it may be a video-based lecturers, and also it supports the peer learning. So there are n number of pedagogical approaches which have been used by professors like all of us in the classroom sessions. But apart from the classroom sessions, it is a need of the hour in today's scenario that we need to think out of the box, which creates a platform to the students that what way they should learn. And also these kind of STTP programs will give a scenario to the faculty to think about beyond the classroom sessions, the tools, the techniques that what we have to use for the students to deliver our contents, and the way that the students will learn, and the tools which provides some input to the students, and the way that we have to assess what they have learned. So these kind of platforms will create an opportunity for the participants that the different techniques and tools have been learned by them, and it can be incorporated into the forthcoming sessions. Due to this COVID scenario, this is such kind of virtual platform that all we people are meeting today. So this is also a kind of tool that which can be used to share our contents, to share our experience, and the way that we are handling the students right now, apart from the regular classroom sessions, through online classes, through virtual platform. Hope these kind of sessions will give enough room for the faculty to think out of the box. And thanks for all the professors and all the guest speakers who have readily accepted our request. And we all are blessed that we will learn so many techniques and tools from the guest speakers who have rich experience in their profile. Once again, I'm very happy to welcome Dr. P.S. Pabla on the today's welcome note that is we're going to address to the participants after me. Thank you, Professor, for your kind acceptance. Thanks to Professor Kaliyappan, Head of the Department of Mechanical, for initiating and organizing such a beautiful course, which is really needed on the today's scenario. Thank you, Madhu, for the wonderful addressing about our college achievements as well as to the department achievements. Thanks to all the mechanical department faculty members for your organization and coordination and the initiation and the establishing this kind of STTP programs, which has been which has to be conducted in 3 different period of intervals. Thanks to once again for all the registered participants for your enthusiasm. Hope this kind of this session will fulfill your needs, and all will learn a new technique and new pedagogical approaches, which we are going to implement in our future sessions. Thank you, one and all present here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I call Professor M.S. Evan Danny, sir, to deliver the guest of honor. Please, sir.
Good morning, everyone. By introducing our speaker, our profession speaker, Dr. P.S. Babla, is a professor in the National Institute of Technology, teacher training and research. Chandigarh in mechanical engineering department. He pursued undergraduation, post-graduation, and doctorate in mechanical from TC Chandigarh, Punjab University. During 2007 to 2010, he worked as Prince Technology, a government engineering college in Punjab University, Chandigarh, engineering products and Chandigarh. After BS, which one was Decker Corporation, New York. Book on CNC machines, which is more UG. Sorry for the interference. Under his guidance, 10 doctorates defended the thesis. He also guided 175 MTech researchers. He has published more than 150 research papers in international, national research journals and conferences. Dr. B.S. Babla has visited various universities in Canada, US, Hong Kong, and UK, and actively involved with national level bodies like AICT and NBA. He has involved in R&D projects with Punjab State Council of Science and Technology. Once again, it's our pleasure to welcome our speaker. Welcome you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I call guest of honor Dr. P.S. Babla, sir, NITTT at Chandigarh, to deliver the special address. Please, sir.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible, sir. Continue, sir.
Very good morning to all of you. Dr. Sundar Rajan, principal of the college. Professor Kaleppan, head mechanical engineering. Madhu and other speakers who have spoken before me. Mr. Hevan Dhani, thank you for introducing me. I would like to thank all of you, including your management, chairman of the trust, director, your advisors, for inviting me to be a part of this very important training program, which we as engineering teachers need much more than any others. So I congratulate you for organizing such a relevant training program. Topic is so relevant that everybody has to agree to it. Why the relevance of this type of program increases to engineering teachers? If you talk about other teachers, non-engineering teachers, even a school teacher goes through a B.Ed program before becoming a teacher. Even a nursery teacher, nursery training teacher, there is a nursery teacher training program for nursery teachers. But for we engineers, there is no program which tells us how to teach. What are the good practices? We have to learn on our own. So this type of programs will add value to our teaching. So the name of the program is very apt: Assessment in Engineering Education, a Pedagogical Approach. We are doing assessment. We are giving grades. We are passing the students. We are failing the students. We are comparing the students. We are doing it honestly and dishonestly both. It is not that we are doing honestly only. We are doing dishonestly also. So I can say we as teachers, because I'm also a teacher. So when I say something against the teachers, I include myself in that group. So what has happened is that we have diluted the system. So there is a need to revamp the system. Your college, although there are probably participants who are attending from many other colleges also, because this is a national level program and it's a AICT sponsored program. Your college is NBA accredited. If you have gone through accreditation recently in the last 5-6 years, you know what OBE is, outcome based education is. So what we are following now is outcome-based education, which says that assessment will be different in outcome-based education system. Those who have gone through this outcome-based education, those who have attended some lecture on outcome-based education, they know that even otherwise also, assessment and evaluation is very important part of the total education system, be it engineering, be it non-engineering, be it at the school level, be it at the higher education level. So this is the weakest link actually. If we can improve this, if we can improve the assessment and evaluation, probably the system will improve to a large extent, because we will not be stressing on, we will not be just passing the students or failing the students. We will be taking corrective action also. We will have proper evaluation schemes. So if we can improve our assessment and evaluation system, probably half the job is done. Because if you don't pass the undeserving candidates, so there will be some pressures. So there will be a backward chain actually. If you start doing that, things will start improving. So this is a very apt topic. I once again congratulate the VELAMMAL Institute of Technology, Chennai, its management, faculty of Mechanical Engineering Department, the principal, for planning a program that too AICT sponsored, because AICT doesn't give money for conducting the program so easily. They see the quality of the institute. As one of you has just presented that very good facts about the institute, that it is in one of the very good institutions in Tamil Nadu, and they are doing well at the institute level as well as the department level. So we'll continue talking about this. You have a full week. I wish a very informative and useful week ahead to all the participants, and a very successful course to the organizers. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to hand over the session to Dr. P.S. Pabla, sir. Please, sir.